Hey guys, welcome back to the Banter Bets and BPL podcast. The boys took a beating last week. Most of the boys, not me, of course. I ended up in the positive, but we're back with the regular crew here. They've got some explaining to do. We're going to get into that right away. We do have another special guest. We're going to leave you guys in suspense for a little longer while these guys explain how they lost all their bets last week, and then we're going to bring in that special guest. You can see him on the screen if you're watching on YouTube, but Apple Podcasts, keep it here for a big guest this week. We're going to actually go live to the jackass of the week. He's got the in baseball when a guy strikes out every time he's at the plate, they call it like the helmet or something. Do you know that, Sandy?
I do not know what you're talking about. Who's the
There's
jackass now, bud?
If there's any baseball fans out here, let us know. But when a guy strikes out every at bat, he gets like the plastic crown or something. I don't know what it's called. Someone email into the show and let us know. One of our millions of viewers. But Sandy basically did that. So we're giving him jackass of the week because he went 0 for 7, I think, maybe 0 for 8, $70 down the drain. He had a great start to the season, and as you can see on the page here, that's all. He's in second last now, negative balance. Sandy, what the heck happened, man?
Yeah, I undid all my hard work from the first 2 weeks. All those class bets I was pulling out of my ass. Just a glimpse in the mirror now. But yeah, I mean, saying in betting, I like the bets. I thought I made good bets. They just didn't hit. There's a few there where I thought I probably deserved a better fate. And, yeah, it's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
The bets just didn't hit. Well, there's your excuse, listeners. Hope that makes up for all the money Sandy lost you. The bets just didn't hit.
We're down a touchdown in units, so.
Yeah. Keegan, I see you've got something to say. Are you chirping Sandy? Because you're still behind him on the air.
I'm not chirping Sandy at all. I'm just giving you the reason why he lost. All of his bets were similar bets to mine, and now he finds himself in a big hole after that week.
Some self-deprecation from Brother Keegs. Love to see it.
I was feeling good about my bets being similar to Keegs. It's like, he's going to turn around this week. This is the week. But it didn't go that way. We both just.
Now it's this week.
He can't. Yeah. Now we're all going to follow Keegan, and we're all going to be in the negative.
Yeah, no shot.
All right. Well, Keegan, do you have anything else to say about your bets? Which ones did you lose? The Leeds over hurt for you and Sandy.
Yeah, that was a big loss. That was honestly a passion bet, so apologize to the fans out there. Yeah, but I don't even remember the bets that I lost. So I think that's a key point to a gambling addiction.
Yeah, so. Short-term memory key when you're losing money. Short-term memory. Let's get back on the horse. And we're going to do, speaking of getting back on the horse, we're going to do that with our leader, our savior, who actually had a negative week last week. But he had almost one of the greatest calls of all time on last week's podcast when he said about Manchester United, they're getting the last penalty. Bruno's going to score that last-minute penalty to win. He said something along those lines. Marco, why don't you talk about that, and then we'll get into your losing bets in your negative week.
Well, first of all, I just want to give credit where credit is due. Sandy said it would be a last-minute penalty. I guaranteed the penalty was coming. I just didn't know when. Because I've seen it happen in the first 10 minutes, and then for the first time ever, I've seen it happen after the game was over. So I did call that, though, because I'm pretty sure I said something about the FA and the Premier League making new rules so Man United could win. So I'll take credit for that, but just couldn't bet on that.
Okay, what about your losing week? What happened there? First losing week.
Brighton didn't want to mark at the back post. If they
that
didn't
is
concede,
true. We should talk about Marco had a $5 bet to win 116 or 115, and it was Brighton to be leading at halftime and Manchester United to win the game. Brighton was leading with 5 minutes to go before halftime, maybe even less, and Manchester United score on the free kick, and then they go on to win a crazy game. If that goal comes on the other side of halftime, Marco, I think you're a good fan this week.
It was upsetting because Brighton outplayed them in the first half and just fell asleep for a second, and then Man U killed them in the second half.
They outplayed them the whole game. Have you ever seen an unluckier performance than Trossard, who I was playing against in fantasy this week, hit both posts in the crossbar and ended up with 1 point on the day?
How many posts did Brighton hit? I think it was like 6 or 7, like with posts and crossbar.
I think it was only 5 because
it was a lot, though.
Trossard hit 3. Maybe there's another one.
Yeah, it was a lot, though.
Man,
All right.
Brighton are the real deal this season.
I think Brighton looked good too. Yeah.
Brighton against Everton. If you miss that game, fans out there, then you're a chump because that's going to be a big game.
You're a bum
right.
if you missed that game.
That's going to show who the real deal is this season.
All right. Speaking of real deals, we've held you guys in suspense long enough. You know, we have a pride and tradition of having great guests on this pod. We've got former semi-professional PDL and USL 2 players, former university players, Chris Pike, Cameron Pettick, coach at Queen's University, Coach Cam. And now we've got a former 5-year Laurentian soccer player. We played 5 years together. He's a current teacher, so we've got a lot in common. Welcome to the podcast, Dean Pizzolinas. Diener, good to see you, buddy, and thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me, Ez. Appreciate it, buddy.
So you ready to get this guest back in the positives? Because, I forgot to mention Cody, another one of our esteemed guests last week. But he also lost. Coach Cam has been on my ass to get back on this podcast because he is the only guest who's won money, so he does have a point there. Dean, can you turn this ship around or what?
Yeah, well, honestly, it's not up to me. It's up to the goddamn players I bet on. But, we're try our best here. Put a couple risky ones, couple parlays, couple sneaky parlays, as you guys call them.
Yeah.
Couple sneaky parlays coming along here, but we'll see how it goes.
Only mine are stinky.
I can smell Marco's parlay from here. Cooking a stinky one up. Probably got Chelsea in there. A few other teams.
We'll find out, I guess.
We will
Marco's
find out.
$5 bet on Chelsea to win.
Marco, you bet $5 on Chelsea to win 181, and they're down 3-0 to West Brom in the first half, and you had Callum Robinson doing the Mbappe celebration. How does that feel as a Chelsea fan? Callum Robinson turned into Kylian Mbappe for one half against you guys.
Yeah, it was tough to watch. I just don't know what else to say. It was a tough watch.
All right. Marco, you're our leader. You're our savior, like we said. Let's go to you first. What do you got for this week, buddy? Let's get into the bet.
Okay, do you want me to start with the stinky parlay or you want me to end with the stinky parlay?
I'm already sniffing it from here. Let's get it out of the way. Let's put this stink to the side.
So first game of the week, we're obviously going to start with Chelsea.
Oh, my God.
We're then going to go to Man City over Leeds. Like Leeds, they're very fun to watch, but they're just not very good defensively. They concede goals. Man City's pissed. They got stomped last week. They're going to be out for vengeance, like Man City. Then we're going Wolves to beat Fulham. Like, if I'm being honest, you guys,
so
Fulham
you're jumping back on Wolves after they just got smashed 4-0 by West Ham.
Yeah. Listen, Wolves are hungry for a rebound. They got stomped last week. And I'm going to be honest, Fulham might be one of the worst Premier League teams I've ever seen ever. Like, they are bad. Like, I don't like to make guarantees because they're very hard to keep, but I'm pretty close to 100% that Fulham are getting relegated this year. They are bad. They are bad.
They made Ville look like prime Barcelona last week.
Yeah.
Like,
Marco Calistro just said that he doesn't like to make guarantees.
Yeah. But
there's a first thing. Marco Calistro just said that. Guy makes a million guarantees every week in our group chat and on this podcast.
And then the fourth team in the parlay is Liverpool. But yeah, I just I'm gonna have Fulham's opponent in my parlay almost every week. They're just bad. And then
I see we got some hands up. We probably got some guys who are wanting to rip apart this parlay. Keegan, what do you think about this stinky parlay?
I didn't even pay attention to the parlay. I was too distracted by Marco, the person who guaranteed Havertz would score against Liverpool, who, by the way, got subbed out at halftime. Can't make a guarantee about
later. Yeah, I don't like making guarantees.
Okay, come on, Keegs.
Flash back to that. Yeah, I guarantee Havertz scores against Liverpool.
Keegs, let's behave, man. If Christensen doesn't get sent off, Havertz doesn't come off at half. Like, come on.
Yeah, he probably scores a hat trick. Chelsea wins it, go on to win the league.
Anyway, sticking to my weekly tradition, Chelsea $5 to beat Palace.
Okay, so just you're tracking this bet. You got this 3.63.
Yeah, it's $5.
Right,
do I need to keep track of the number too?
Yeah, 2002. You guys can write this down while I keep it going. I saw Dean. You had your hand up. Did you have a comment on this parlay?
I was just gonna say, in addition to the Fulham being absolute trash, did you guys see how their own owner ripped them on Twitter?
Yeah, I did see that actually.
No, what did he say?
He apologized to the fans, and he basically criticized the back four, saying like we had 4 center backs that we were trying to bring in that didn't come through for different reasons. Just ripped on the team and like
4 center backs.
Yeah.
Not just 1 or 2.
He's like, sorry for
4
the,
to fix that
he's like,
team.
sorry for the poor performance. And then
Yeah.
Scott Parker, the freaking coach, he's like, poor performance. He's like, these guys played their hearts out. He's like, what the hell are you saying?
That's the way
and
to
basically
build.
beefing.
That's the way to build morale. Eh? Just be like, yeah, we were trying to replace these 2 clowns in the heart of our defense. I couldn't get it done, so we're gonna start with these 2 idiots all year.
These guys are so bad. We're bringing in 2 center backs to start, and then 2 backups behind them. We never even have to put these guys on the bench again.
These are gonna be our 5th and 6th string center backs. Then we got them playing out here against Villa, getting torched by Connor Hoonahany, whatever his name is.
All right, I just want to mention this parlay. Marco has a team who shipped 3 goals against West Brom. He has a team that shipped 5 goals to Leicester last week, and a team that shipped 4 goals to West Ham. He has all those teams that just did that winning this week in a parlay. That's bold.
I'm not gonna lie, I got a very similar parlay.
I mean, I'm all for the revenge narrative, but they're gonna need to really turn it around.
Just my rationale is Leeds concede goals. They're fun to watch because they're really good attacking and they're really not good at defending. Man City could score. And then like I said, Fulham's just awful. Like there's just no other way to put it.
I understand your rationale. I just wanted to point that out, that those teams conceded a combined, 12 goals. 3 of those teams conceded 12 goals last week. 7 of those goals were to West Ham and to West Ham. The West.
I know. Okay, anyway, then continuing, going to Tottenham Man United.
You got your Chelsea, your $5 token shitty Chelsea bet down?
Yep, for $7.
Oh, for 7 this week.
No. I bet 5 to win 7.
Oh,
Ooh.
to win.
Yeah.
Okay. For you.
$2 profit.
That extra $2, hey, that's a coffee at Tim's, brother, on the way to class.
Brother. All right, brother. What are your next bets?
Tottenham Man United, we're going with Tottenham to be leading at halftime, the game to end in a draw.
Are you going to call who's going to score? Is it going to be a last-minute Bruno pen again or what?
No, because Man United are corrupt. There's just no other way to put it, but I'm not betting on them cheating this week. Here's the thing. Spurs have one of the most insane schedules I've ever seen in a week. They have a Tuesday and a Thursday midweek game.
Yeah, Sun's out too, I think.
Yeah, and Son's out. Dele Alli's not quite fit, so I actually think Spurs lead at halftime just because they're way better than Man United. Man United are terrible. But the fatigue of Spurs will catch them in the second half, and United will come away with a tie.
I'm hearing whisperings Bale might make a surprise debut.
Yeah, that one's a $5 one too, Liam.
All right, $5. You got that. There you go. 5 to win 75.
Okay, then some cheeky little goal scorers. So going here to Chelsea, Crystal Palace.
Okay.
I got 2 goal scorers here. I got Timo Werner to score first at $5.
Man, I don't know about Werner, Marco. He might be a huge bust.
No, he'll be okay. And then I'm going to avoid if he doesn't start because he did get a little bit of an injury against Spurs, so he might not start.
Okay.
Ziyech and Pulisic Chelsea this week or what?
Pulisic should be back. I'm not sure about Ziyech. Marina told me.
Ziyech.
And then I got Zaha to score at any time in the game. Look at the odds. Those are decent odds for Wolf Zaha to score at any time.
Yeah, that's what I thought last week, Marco.
Yeah.
Set the tone for a win this week.
Wolf Zaha to score anytime. 4.75. Yeah, that's pretty good, especially against a team like Chelsea. They love
then.
And especially with VAR and PK takers are valuable, man. I checked the PK takers for every team.
I 100%. I will agree with that for sure.
Yeah.
They're valuable.
The way they're handing out pens like lotto tickets.
Yeah.
Okay, and then my last 3 bets, Liam. Sorry, I'm going to make you work a little bit because we're going all over the place. But I just want to say shout out to my friend from Kenora, Michael Nelson. I'm betting $1 on Sebastian Haller to score this week because he plays fantasy. Wait, I'm not done.
Oh my God.
I'm betting $1. I'm betting $1 on Adama Traore for Aston Villa to score this week because he also plays me in fantasy. And my last one.
No. Bertrand Traore.
Sorry, Bertrand Traore. Yeah, from Villa. Yeah. From Villa. And then
Hilaire on this list? Oh, there he is. to score at any time or to score first?
The thing is, he'll probably
anytime, 'cause he won't start.
he'll probably be high because of Keegan logic. Yeah, 3.2.
This $1 bet's just gonna be voided because he's not gonna start.
Yeah.
No.
You should do for him to score last, Marco, because if anything, he'll get subbed on and have a chance to score.
Oh, I like that.
And way better odds.
Yeah. Okay, actually, I do that. You convinced me. Go to score last.
All right.
I'm pretty sure I think Mike's also going to pick up Ross Barkley this week, so you should bet on Ross Barkley to score.
No, Ross Barkley's.
I was thinking that.
That would be justice because you give Ross such a hard time. You chirp him every week, so
He
would totally score on you.
That would be. And then Bertrand Traore $1.
Okay.
And then what about Lucas Moura to score? Killed 2 birds.
No, because
Man U, and he's
because Lucas Moura is not a bad player. Like, the theme of my fantasy season has been scrubs scoring against me, like who might not score again the rest of the season.
Marco has the second least points total in the league, and he's 0-3, and he's like, I'm so hard done by. I keep losing because I suck.
Okay, topic for another day because I'm taking a lot of time. Then after Bertrand Traore.
Bertrand Traore. Are you going to do last for him too? Because he's not going to start either.
No, I'm going to do any time because he might score and Liverpool might go score again, like on the counter or something.
To be fair to Haller, his goal scorer last week was class.
Yeah.
That was just a goal scorer's goal.
And then Joelinton $3, Liam, and then that's it for me.
Yo, right.
I bet a little bit more on Joelinton because out of all those 3, he's the most likely to score. But like, I guarantee you, I hit one of those 3 bets. But I don't make guarantees.
$3, eh?
Yeah.
And is this just to score any time? Delira Joelinton.
Yeah, that's a pretty good number.
Pays out $10.80. Good for you, buddy.
I have a lot of action this week, so I'm done there.
I love the emotional hedging against your fantasy team. So you're either going to win money and sound like a genius, or you're going to probably lose your fantasy match again and have no excuse this time.
At some point, we'll just list all the players to Dean because Dean doesn't know all the players who scored against me, and then we'll just see what he says.
This guy's complaining because Michael Antonio scored on him. Antonio's a legit pretty good striker.
No,
I'm complaining to that.
I'm complaining because Mikel Antonio scored on me. The same week Harry Kane had 5 assists. The same week James Justin scored. The same week Donny Van de Beek scored when he played 8 minutes. The same week who was that? Oh, Eddie Nketiah scored. Like, come on.
Okay.
There's no.
All right. Well, we're gonna cut you off here. I'm
muted.
I'm rallying you up too. So my bad. We're gonna move on. Brother Keegs, you haven't had a positive week yet, buddy. Like, let's pull your finger out and let's go. What do you got?
I count breaking even as a positive.
Well, by definition, that's not in the positives, but you're right. It's not you don't have 3 negative weeks. We'll say that. Brother Keegs, not negative for the past 3 weeks.
I think we should dedicate a whole section towards the end on fantasy. Well, with the state of the league, me being in first 3-0 and all.
Okay, well, why don't you give us your bets first, and then you can brag about them.
Hey, Keegan, never mind.
No, go ahead.
Let's just remember that game week 2, I threw the game, so I just want to bring that up. Just maybe get Marco a little riled up there.
Marco's on you.
That's an asterisk. That's an asterisk 3-0 Keegs because I gave you a win.
Doesn't matter. 3-0 is 3-0.
Yeah.
Favorable matchups. Takes a bit of luck to get there, but I'm there. Okay, anyways, let's get into it. I have pretty boring action this week. Not going to sugarcoat it. Let's start with that parlay. Man City to beat Leeds.
You love Leeds. You're a Leeds truther.
No, I'm just a realist.
At the end of the day. Okay, what else?
What do we think of Leeds? 1-0 last week? What's that all about?
I am shocked.
What are we supposed to bet overs on now?
I think it's Patrick Bamford. He's the man.
I think it's just more of a reflection on Sheffield.
Yeah, they changed their system though. They played like 3-5-2 or something. Or I don't know. They didn't play that, but they played 3 in the back.
They changed it to match up Sheffield.
Think so?
Yeah, I don't know. Like this last week, for some reason, this game was on at 4 a.m. local time. I got up and watched this whole Leeds Sheffield game. And yeah, it was just garbage.
That's an awful decision.
Yeah, I don't like that mentality. That's some beta managing to fucking change your formation and match up against Sheffield. Just run out there and kick the shit out of them.
Yeah, it worked. They won. They've won 2 games. Points.
It worked, and also with that win, it ruined my bet of Leeds getting 1 to 3 points.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Anyways, move on to Leicester.
Leicester versus West Ham. You didn't learn your lesson last week? All you guys were on Wolves. West Ham's the worst. West Ham sucks. I told you guys West Ham would win that game.
If West Ham wins 2 games in a row, I don't even know what I'm gonna do.
The world might end.
It is 2020, man.
Yeah. Do you got anyone else, or is this just that? Is it just that?
Oh no, and then we're going Liverpool to beat Villa.
Yeah. That looks pretty easy to me.
Throw 5 on that one.
All right. You got that 5.
Probably won't come off knowing my recent luck.
Almost a 2-1 parlay. Nice little parlay, Keegan.
Okay.
I don't mind
and
that.
Then we're going to move on. You know, I love my overs. I've been prowling all the markets of overs. We got an easy one, Everton, Brighton. That one's a lock to go over. The odds I got it earlier in the week were 1.9. I don't know if they changed.
Yep. Over 1.9 even money. Look at that. My goodness. Yeah, that's a good bet, Keegan. You're throwing, what, 50 on that?
What do you got left in the bank? $63? Put it all on.
What are you throwing?
Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, we can. We're waiting to see what you're throwing on this bet.
Oh, we're having some.
I don't think Keegan can hear us, guys. We're having some difficulties.
The Lakers are up 30, by the way. R.I.P. Heat betters.
Yeah, we got some dead air. Sandy, talk about the Lakers.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I saw that Jimmy Butler threw a vicious elbow at Danny Green. I think he knocked a tooth out.
Bam just left injured.
Didn't get an offensive. I don't know.
Keegs is muted.
I was talking to Liam earlier. He told me bet on the Heat to win the series. So
in 6, Heat in 6.
Okay, sorry about that. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
I think you couldn't hear us.
Yeah, I couldn't hear anything. I don't know what was happening. Yeah, anyways.
On this over bet, how much?
Yeah, 5.
5? You seemed confident on that one.
Yeah, that's my confident number.
To pay out 9.5, Keegs. That's like almost as bad as my Chelsea bets.
No, I'm going. I only have 4 bets this week, but I'm going 4 for 4. That's a promise.
Oh, okay.
All right. The Brother Keegs guarantee. Brother Keegs banker.
Anyway, and then the next over that I'm really liking is Wolves Fulham at 2.1.
Yeah.
I like that just because, I
Wolves
think
is gonna win 3-0.
Yeah, I think Wolves will do the over by themselves. They don't need Fulham.
Yeah, it was the same last week. I had Aston Villa Fulham over at plus money, and Aston Villa won 3-0.
At 2.5.
That's a really good bet. That over's a really good bet, I think.
I put 5 on that one too.
5 pays 10.50.
Yeah, I was gonna take that over too, but now that Keegan's taking it.
Throw that one out the window.
Mushgog Keegs.
Last bet I'm gonna do. I'm wearing the jersey. It would be rude of me. I wasn't gonna wear this bet if I wasn't gonna make this bet if I wasn't wearing the jersey. We're going Burnley to win and keep a clean sheet.
Burnley to win and keep a clean sheet. I
Oh,
thought it was gonna be McNeil to score.
Oh, okay. Mark my words. Keegan.
McNeil never scores.
Keegan 1-0. Keegan 1-0
recording next week. Keegan's recording next week.
hey, as my friend
I was
Stockton would
thinking
say,
that
you're
one,
just donating
Sandy.
your money.
I was thinking that one, Sandy, and I know it's 9.0.
Right. Chris Wood could run riot.
No, he won't.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Tough to
they're up
control.
1-0, cruising, score a goal on the counterattack. So we're just gonna play it safe, take Burnley clean sheet. That's another
You're
lock.
just donating your money, buddy.
5 to win 23.75.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Keegan.
Back this week.
Keegan,
I gotta say, I think Burnley is the most divisive team for members on this podcast.
I was
Keegs and
just gonna
Sandy,
comment
they
on
love
that.
Burnley. Marco hates Burnley. Dean, sounds like you don't like Burnley at all. I'm a bit of a Burnley
Let's go.
truther as well. But
we need Dean on the pod more.
Dean, what's your Burnley take?
Not a fan. Boring football.
Boring football is good to bet, win and keep a clean sheet. So
Hey, Laurentian Voyagers weren't always playing the most entertaining football, but we wanted
Dean,
to.
Don't get me started with that.
We were the
Dean,
first
I don't know
to
if you
do
can
UA.
hear me, but I'm applauding for you.
I hear you, buddy. I see you there.
I love that take.
You don't respect old school football, taking us back to the origins of the game.
No, I don't respect when it's tough to watch,
the game
it doesn't
how it was
work.
meant to be played.
4-4-2.
Hoof it long. Run the channels.
Yeah.
Hey, I forgot to talk about that
yellows.
at the start. How'd those Burnley bets go from last week?
Tough,
We can talk about it.
Yeah.
Next
Let's talk
week's
about
the
it.
only week that matters.
They lost 1-0. In an alternate reality, that game, they win that game.
You guys are forgetting that Mike plays me in fantasy, so Joelington's going to score.
All right. The law of the universe. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you done? You're done, Keegs?
Yeah, that's it for me.
You don't have any. Go ahead.
If you want my football locker, we can do that at the end of the episode.
All right, we'll keep your football locker for the end, maybe. You don't want to bet on the Leeds game to go over 10.5 goals like you did last week?
The Leeds City over is at like 1.3 right now.
You don't like a Leeds over at for Man City?
Keegan, is your football locker the Broncos money line?
No,
You guys know the Jets are favorites?
Really?
To beat the Broncos?
Or yeah.
No, they're not favorites. They're getting
I'm looking at it right now. The line's changed.
Wow. Okay.
Opening Denver -3. Current the Jets -1. The Jets bettors are out in full force this week.
But yeah, Jets bettors are out. All right, we're gonna keep it locked on to Premier League betting though. That's what we know best. Sandy, you're up, buddy. You got the Jack hard hat on.
Pretty ironic following up the sentence. That's what we know best with the guy who went 0-8 -70 last week, but and killed it in the NFL. But whatever, that's neither here nor there.
That's the Banter Bets and NFL podcast though, premiering soon.
Hey, yeah, no free ads. So yeah, I'm just gonna start off by saying last week was an aberration. Anything that happened last week does not count. I'm gonna pretend that didn't happen. Making my bets this week in a vacuum, so not considering anything happened last week. That was just a one-off, and I got fucked by VAR. Whatever. What are you gonna say about it?
You wouldn't be the first. You won't be the last.
Yeah. So I really wish there was a different game, like City Leeds Saturday morning, because right now I'm feeling like one of those guys can't get a jump shot to go. I need to put a few free throws up. I need to get to the line, get a nice layup going. But this Palace Chelsea, I'm gonna sprinkle Palace here though. Give me Palace for $5. Palace looks good, boys.
I'm
Palace
absolutely sprinkling Palace as well.
Palace is decent. Chelsea, I mean, I already slandered Werner a bit. I haven't been impressed with their new boys at all.
Well,
they look like they can't really hack it.
Well, half of them are missing still, but all right.
Yeah, well, we'll see about those guys. I'm just saying. Werner, Havertz.
One quarter isn't half.
So, yeah, I'm definitely getting a little bit of Palace action here. Palace are good.
All right, 5 to win 40. That's the number that hits. That's my Lacazette one hit at 8.0.
I hate that bet, but I could see it happening.
We're gonna keep stick to the philosophy, bet the number, not the team. Keep it up. Everton Brighton.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what Keegan bet. You bet the over.
Yeah.
I bet against Everton winning last week. Just like I can't imagine Everton keeps winning. There's no way they win again, right? Like they're not going 4-0. So I'm gonna go Brighton win or draw.
Brighton or draw. Yeah, I like that bet too. Even money, draw, Brighton. Brighton looked really good. They're playing against an amazing team last week. So it's understandable that they lost. But to the best team in the country. But
they should have beat United. They probably should have They could have beat Chelsea too, and they did fucking kick Newcastle's ass. So, I mean,
how much on this?
750.
750. $15. All right. What else you got, Sandy?
Leeds City. Okay, I guess I'll sprinkle my parlay in here now. pretty similar to Marco's. Just I don't know. I like betting all the favorites. I like touching every game a little bit. So City, Leicester.
I think we all have City, in our parlays so far.
Wolves.
Love it.
And Liverpool.
Love it.
It's same as Marco's minus Chelsea. I'm not betting on Chelsea this week.
But you put 4 teams in yours. Who else did you put, sorry? You put Leicester.
Leicester. Yeah, just to show how off I was last week, how out of tune with the week I was. I had the under in Leicester City.
I was tempted to throw Leicester in and go 5 teams, but I don't know. I just pictured Liam's stupid voice in the back of my head telling me West Ham's going to steal a tie or something. Like, I don't know.
West Ham won last week. West Ham's good for like a month at least. Like,
I know,
they don't
but
need
like,
to pull the result for a while.
I know. Just
I think Leicester is good this year though. Hey, like why not? They could be top 4. Watch out, top 4.
why not.
Wolves is going to lose that parlay.
5. What? What Keegs?
Wolves is going to lose that parlay.
No chance. Absolutely no chance.
Fulham.
Man City's
Come
going to lose
on.
that parlay.
No. All the bad teams have been taking their turn with a good week. This week it's Fulham. I wouldn't bet that because I'm not confident in it, but
If we want to keep up with the NFL talk, I think who's worse, Fulham or like the Jets? Like who's the worst club?
Fulham.
Like
Jets
Fulham's
by
down
far.
there.
Fulham.
They both
That's a
might
tough
not win a
debate.
game in their respective seasons.
I was just saying that Fulham might not win a game this year.
Listeners, write in and let us know who's worse, the New York Jets or Fulham FC. If someone's a fan of both of those teams, then condolences. Let me know which one you're more angry about.
Or the state of Minnesota. Shout out.
Or the state of Minnesota, if you
Sports.
just live there and
Minnesota sports.
All right, you got that one. That was like $23 or whatever it pays out.
Yeah, pretty good with that one.
What else you got?
That's not obviously we're betting Burnley. Me and Keegs are the Burnley boys. I think my vice is betting on Burnley. I think I bet Burnley every week this year.
We're only
3 weeks.
Yeah, and that's why you and Keegan are in the negatives.
Hey, was in the positives for 2 weeks.
Yeah, remember he just told us that nothing that happened last week counts.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
technically still in the positives by that
week 3 is a black hole. Like we should really just erase last week.
Oh my
God. From history.
Okay, let's speed this up. Enough talking about Burnley.
But yeah, I don't know. They're due.
For sure.
You gotta win one day.
Actually, you know what? Let me double down on Burnley here. Give me the player odds. Give me the player odds here.
All right.
Are you gonna bet on someone on Burnley to score a goal?
Who are Newcastle's center backs, by the way?
Hernandez and
Lascelles.
So I thought some bitch ass South Americans, probably Lascelles.
Lascelles is English.
Yeah. Give me James Tarkowski to score.
So you lost your mind, Sandy.
For
Fantasy too.
For $2.
You lost your mind, James
Right.
Oh my God.
Tarkowski to score 2 to win 30. Of it.
This is gonna be prime Burnley this week.
He's gonna score and then he's gonna
Off
kiss
a corner.
They're gonna bully Newcastle.
after rejecting West Ham. He's coming back. He's gonna kiss the badge, score a huge header to win 1-0.
Timeout.
And then he's gonna get transferred the next day.
Timeout.
Yeah, and then he's gonna go to West Ham.
Yeah.
Right. Keegan's actually raised his hand. So how we do in the classroom is we go to the guys who raise their hand. Go ahead.
Oh my good God.
Andy, since this one's already a long shot, I think you go even further on the long shot and bet James Tarkowski to score, Burnley to win 1-0.
I was gonna say that, Keegan. Where is that?
Can I parlay those?
No, it's a whole like section there.
It's
Yeah.
So
Give
just
it
first,
to me. I've watched enough of Burnley this year to know exactly how this game is gonna go down.
it's gonna be like
They've been on the wrong
151 to 1.
end. They've been on the wrong end of a few close calls.
It's gonna be like 150 to 1. 116 to 1. Tarkowski to score first and Burnley to win 1-0.
The fucking bet. Give it to me for $3. Actually,
$3. If Sandy wins $345 from this bet, then I don't know what we're doing, boys.
The competition's over.
Yeah, then it's over.
Yeah, I'm going pro. See you guys later. I'm moving up to the big boy
So
ranch.
your own podcast.
Yeah.
All right, Marco, what do you got?
I'm moving to Vegas.
You're
Starting to
spamming
fucking
the raised hand button.
That is arguably the worst bet I've seen on this podcast so far. Number 2, Sandy, you remember what I said last week about if you're going to bet on Burnley, just send your money to me. That $5 you just spent could go to my coffee fund when Chelsea beats Palace this week. Last point, if Sandy hits this bet, I'll record till Christmas.
All right. Marco will be cleaning up the bets, and he's going to be doing that till Christmas. Okay, great. Thanks for the offer, buddy. How much you doing on actually Burnley to win, Sandy?
Marco, I generally think this is a better bet than your fucking Havertz bet.
And your Chelsea to win last week bet. That was to win $1. This is to win $345.
How
I
could you
didn't
say
bet Havertz this week.
No,
How
the
could
bet
you
the
say
bet when you
Oh.
bet Havertz to score or whatever it was against Liverpool, was it, or who was he against?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean
well.
that was like this is more likely than that.
How could you say a 116
You-
odds bet is bad?
Kai Havertz is a very good attacking player. You think it's more likely that Burnley scores a goal and wins a game than a good attacking player scoring a goal?
Marco,
Marco, I don't know the stats exactly, but I'm saying last year Burnley scores a corner every 4 games, probably.
Yeah, but you bet
definitely
them to,
not.
But you bet them to win and get a clean sheet.
This year, have they scored a corner yet? I don't think so. They're due.
But you
4
bet them
games
to
in,
win and
the
you
math
bet them,
checks out.
Yeah, the math.
but they have to win and keep a clean sheet too, Sandy. You're not betting on them to score a corner. They have to
It's-
win the game and not get scored on.
These things, if Tarkowski scores, they'll win, and it'll be 1-0. The limiting variable
Wait,
is if
Almiron's going
Tarkowski
to score a hat
scoring.
trick.
Okay, move on. I want to hear from Dean, man. I just
And how much are you putting on Burnley to win?
15. This is my lock of the week.
Wow. He goes straight back to the well. He's got $20 on Burnley.
brother.
Total payout is
Oh.
$424.50 if Sandy wins his 3 bets.
When's this game at? This is the late game Saturday. Perfect. I should be up by then.
Are you
Sandy's gonna apply
keeping
for a
this
loan, please.
Tarkowski to score bet, or are you just doing the Tarkowski?
No. Give me that other one. Yeah. Give me that.
Okay. Okay, there you go.
Yeah. I fucking love it. Here's my logic. I felt so good about my bets last week. I got skunked. This week, going a little risky. What could happen?
Yeah, it can't be any worse than last week.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a fun Saturday. That'll be electric for me.
I can't wait for Saturday.
Jeez, that's only Saturday. Sandy, get along with it. No more explanations. What do you got on Sunday? Dean's got a speech tomorrow.
Southampton, West Brom. Another. I'm big with football karma, and know who hasn't scored this year yet, boys? Who could have scored 5 probably?
Hal Robson Canu?
No, Che Adams.
Yeah.
Che Adams to score is a lot.
Oh my god.
Against West Brom.
Oh my god, man.
Jay Adams in Southampton to win 1-0, parlayed with
No.
Tarkowski to score and Burnley to win 1-0 for 1 million to 1 odds.
No. This is
Okay.
just give me Che Adams straight up. Che Adams will score this week. I promise you.
All right. How
$5.
much? Keegan, you got something to say about that?
You better void
Keep
that
it
if
quick.
he doesn't start.
Yeah, of course. He will start though. So I mean,
At
It's a-
2.62 odds,
it's a formality. But
unreal for me, Sandy.
I don't like those odds. But
yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The odds were disappointing. But, I'd already convinced myself in my head I was gonna make that bet. So, and then, all right, I put that parlay. I think I'm happy. Pretty happy with that.
all righty.
I'm happy with that too.
I'm happy with that, yeah.
I love that from you.
I will be
Sandy.
cheering very hard for Tarkowski to score. I'll give you that. That would be awesome to see.
Wait,
If
I don't know.
Sandy,
I don't know if I have a bet I actually think is gonna like for sure happen. So I might need something just to try and keep me in the green a bit.
You just said Burnley was your banker. $15.
Oh right, I'll Burnley by 15. Yeah.
No,
we're good.
Sandy,
We're good.
that-
We're good.
Sandy, that parlay hits for sure. I like that parlay.
Guaranteed positive week.
Mhm.
All right, Diener. Let's get her going, buddy. Making your debut. Off the bench and
All
under the
right.
score sheet, hopefully. Just like the Laurentian days.
Yeah. Past couple of weeks been a little dangerous and a little off on the bets, so I'm trying to take it easy this week.
So we brought him in at the
Start
right
with the,
time. He's hot.
Just
and
a
it's just
chalk
gotta get
bet.
this the guest. I gotta get the guest up, right? So we'll start with the Chelsea and Crystal Palace. I'm gonna go with Chelsea to win and both teams to score
Chelsea and both
Love
teams.
it.
I like that bet. I think
Oh,
both teams score.
that's a really good
for
one.
$5. Did my research, and Chelsea has won the last 5 meetings against Crystal Palace,
Oh, that's stats.
We got
Stats on the
stats.
podcast.
and Chelsea's coming off the loss too, aren't they?
That's a good number, both teams to score.
You know what that means, Deans? I mean they're due to lose. That's how it
$5.
goes. That's how soccer goes.
Yeah,
At least in my world.
$5 on that.
Sandy's karmic.
Yeah.
World.
And then I also
Evans?
on that game, interestingly so, I put Andros Townsend to score at any time.
Townsend, he's off to a hot start. He's a fantasy pickup, hot waiver
And
wire.
against big teams. I like how he plays against big teams.
Yeah, that Man City goal to score at any time.
Exactly. Yeah, anytime. $3.
That's a good shout.
All right,
Actually.
3-16-50.
Marco,
What else
surely
we got?
Mendy's not going to concede this weekend, though. He's so good.
And then
No way he gets
another
scored on.
goal scorer.
He is good, but
I don't like this guy. I don't think he's a good player, but honestly, this guy's on fire. Fucking Calvert-Lewin.
You know, he's a good player. I don't think he's good.
I don't think he's good at all, but he's on fire. And he's
Do
got
not
good
tell Pike
support.
that.
So
You know
listen to this.
I
I put him to score 2 or more goals.
Yeah, that's not a bad bet. 2 or more. Oh, boy.
2 or more. For $2 I put.
All right, 2 or more, $6.50. $2 pays 13.
I don't know how that guy's putting the ball in the back of the net, but he's doing it, so I'm not going to ask questions.
Yeah.
For the most part, with his
Hopefully he
feet in his
continues
head.
it.
Yeah,
Use it with his head.
exactly. Marco, do you have a comment
And
on
then
that
with
bet?
I love that bet, actually. I didn't even look at it because I thought the number would be horrible because Calvert-Lewin's insane right now. Like, every time you check, he scores a hat trick.
Yeah. The fact that that number is similar to Che
Yeah.
I think
Adams.
he's got like a hat trick
It's
and then
worrisome.
2 goals and then 1 goal and then 2 goals and then a hat trick. Like he's got like a bunch of goals.
That's a
keep it
great bet. That's a
Yep,
great
ride the
bet.
hot hand. Love it. What else you got?
We'll dip into the parlay here. We'll go with
that-
Liverpool to win,
Liverpool.
Arsenal to win. I think they're just going to keep playing well, Arsenal.
It's a trap game.
Yeah.
Trap game.
I'm surprised none of you guys threw Arsenal in the parlay.
Yeah, I was honestly waiting for that. Nobody else played it, so I'm like,
Betting
you know what?
against Sheffield.
Got to ride that.
Yeah, you don't bet against
Yeah.
Sheffield.
Going City as well. Got to ride
I
the
agree
City.
with that. Yeah, City's a lock.
All right.
City's a lock after that embarrassing loss. Those idiots. And then I tossed in Everton to continue the undefeated streak against Brighton.
Sandy
they got
has
that
something to
Calvert-Lewin,
say
2
for sure.
goals.
No.
So I'll just go hand in hand. That's got to win for me.
I'm not sure if my dog just pooped on the floor, but I smell a stinky parlay. Might be the dog poop, it might be the.
So I put $5 on that.
All right, 5 pays 25.87. Honestly, I think that one stinks a little less than the others.
Are you shitting me, Liam?
Well,
What the
I
fuck?
like I like Arsenal over Wolves.
No.
Yeah.
I don't.
Sheffield.
Definitely.
I think
Wolves
Arsenal is
got
a safer bet than Wolves.
trashed by
Shit.
West Ham.
Sheffield's a very respectable team. Fulham's top 3 worst Premier League teams ever seen. Like, I don't understand.
We're 3 games in. It's so clear. It's fucking obvious. Like, never have we seen a team be so bad so fast. Maybe.
Find me another example of an owner calling out his back line 3 games into the season, and I'll concede I was wrong.
All right.
Also, Everton. Come on. Like this. No way Everton wins this week.
And then I got one more. Last one. Always got to bet on them. Always got to disappoint me. Every time I do. The boys, Manchester United.
That's a donation.
Straight up to win.
We got a United
Straight up
fan.
to win.
Yeah.
$10 on the line.
$10 on Manchester United pays out 19. Love it.
I was
United-
thinking of putting Rashford. I was thinking of putting Rashford in with that too, but I didn't. I just put him on straight
Rashford
up.
always scores in the big games. That would have been a good bet.
Yeah. So that's all I've got going. I'm pretty sure.
All righty.
And that's it for me. Yeah.
We need a big performance from the guest this week, Dean, or I think Coach Cam's gonna burn my apartment down.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I got faith in these games. I'm gonna really watch them. Otherwise,
So
I'm
you're
out of here.
if Everton does well, then Dean's looking good.
Yeah, it's true.
Then I'm happy.
All right.
Too bad Everton's not going to do well.
I'll run through mine real quick, boys, because I got a fun parlay. And it's the first two games. Sorry, first 2 of the first 3 games of the day. And it's going to be Crystal Palace parlayed with Leeds. 68 to 1.
Oh God.
Yeah.
My God.
68 to 1. Leeds at home, score goals. Man City looks loose. Same with Chelsea. So I'm just going to put a nice
Wow.
$5, win 340 on that one. You guys
Or you
know
could
I
bet
like.
Tarkowski, Burnley, and 1-0, boys.
Yeah, I
Pick
can't
your
be losing
poison.
ground to Sandy.
Yeah.
Be losing ground to Sandy with that bet. But we're gonna. I like my $5 super long shot bets.
Wow, that,
yeah,
I mean,
I think Chelsea and Man City lose. So $5 to win 340.
I respect the gumbo, but Jesus Christ.
I also,
I have no comments. And nothing to say.
at the very least, if Chelsea lose, then you can cash out for like, I don't know, $150 if you want, if you're not feeling it. I'm going to put $5 on Brighton. I think Brighton's looked amazing. I tend to agree with Sandy here. Like Everton, they've been such phonies the past 5 years, at least, basically since they dropped Leighton Baines from the starting lineup. Should have never done that. Leighton Baines is a legend. Yeah, there's phonies. Maybe they're legit this year. What a legend. Maybe they're legit this year, but you're going to need to show me Everton. I'm going to be betting against you for a little while. So we're going to go 5 to win 25 on Brighton. I love Burnley Island has Sandy and Keegan as the last two guys owning real estate there. I actually just sold my last bit of land on Burnley Island, so I'm off Burnley for now.
Thank God.
Something.
We're getting a little weighed down.
Yeah. Yeah, I set sail, so I'm not touching that game. I am going to go with West Ham to beat Leicester, because the logic is with West Ham, if you expect them to win, then they won't. If you expect them to lose, then they'll go and smash Wolves 4-0. So again, with Leicester, they're a little bit like Everton. They're a little bit, are you guys legit? I'm not sure. You guys are both teams 3-0. I think one of them loses for sure this weekend. So to get them both at over 5, I think I hit at least one of those on them to win. Trap game for sure. So I've got some big odds right now. So I'm going to need to do something for sure.
I think comparing Leicester, West Ham to Everton, Brighton is just shocking, really.
Comparing them?
Yeah.
It's both away underdogs. The odds are similar. Leicester and Everton are both 3-0. They've started the season off strong and playing against feisty underdogs, I think.
West Ham just won. They won't win again for a month.
It would be surprising to see West Ham win 2 games in a row. I agree.
Right. Brighton's
like I said, you guys are on Burnley Island. I've got a mansion on West Ham Island. So then I need to, which most likely I will probably lose all of those bets because they're huge odds. So I need to make my money back. So I'm going to go with an Arsenal and Liverpool parlay at even money. I just trust those two teams a lot. So I'm going to go $20 on that. Try and make my money back so that I'm playing the other bets for free and hopefully hit a long shot. Like I did with Lacazette to score first, 5 to win 40. Like I should have done with Wolves. West Ham to win and Wolves to score. Wolves couldn't even muster a goal. They lost 4-0. But I told you guys West Ham last week. Should have listened. So I think that actually, you know what? I can't not touch Manchester United. So Dean touched on it a bit. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Marcus Rashford to score first. This guy's a big game goal scorer, Marco. He's working. This guy's record against the Big Six.
Love it.
Oh, hey, is Dean a Man United fan?
Yeah.
Dean, I got to show you something before we sign off. Just wait for this.
Something here, buddy.
I'm going to show you mine too. Just wait. Just wait.
I'm always.
Okay,
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Marco and Dean are doing a little strip tease for us here, but
No. I'm not doing a strip tease, Dean. I'm just taking you into my bathroom.
Okay.
I'm sitting on my toilet and I got mine above me.
So me, that tells me that Marco is a closet Man United fan because he does have a Man United jersey.
No, I think I'm a committed hater because I ordered one to put it in my bathroom.
But $5 on Rashford to score first at 6 to 1. So I've got my big bet that I'm really hoping my banker is the Arsenal Liverpool parlay. Really hoping that hits. And then I think I'll hit at least one of my other big long shots. So I'm thinking I'm going in the positives again, and maybe super duper positive. Keegan, I see you got your hand up. I appreciate the only guy who I'd like to have in my class here that actually waits to talk outside of Sandy and Marco just jumping in. Keegan, what do you have to say, buddy?
Liam. I know you're hearing a voice from the basement right now, but it just pains me to see someone throw away their money like you're doing this week. I don't think you're going to hit a single one of your bets this week. Maybe Rashford. That's your best bet right there. Sheffield's just probably going to get a result, and then the rest of your bets are looking bad.
You don't like Brighton. I thought you liked Brighton.
I do. Yeah, actually, I do like that one.
I just need to hit one of those ones and then hit my big parlay. Then I'm playing with house money.
Wait, what do you take for the Brighton bet, Liam? What was your Brighton bet?
It's just unfortunate though because Sheffield's a good team.
Brighton to win.
Yeah, I agree. Sheffield is slightly, slightly frisky, Keegan. But like my theme this week is show me. You need to show me, Sheffield. You need to show me that you're your team from last year.
Need to steal money from me first.
That's my other theme. Show me and then steal money from you. Yeah. It's right here. Come take it. Sheffield and Brighton, or Everton, come take my money.
No, last thing I want to say is your logic for West Ham winning the games we expect them to lose is flawed because we expect them to lose every game. So they're not going undefeated this year.
I guess we're betting them every week then. No, I got a feel for West Ham. I'm the West Ham whisperer now.
The only team I would take West Ham to beat is probably Fulham. You would not catch me betting West Ham to win against any other team in the league.
Fulham fans are cringing at this episode. They're taking a beating compared to the Jets, worst team ever in the Prem. Yikes.
Oh yeah. Speaking of the Jets, I know we're a soccer podcast, but we are a betting podcast, and I feel like I'd be doing a disservice to our fans if I didn't bring some light to this. The Denver Broncos are plus 110 against the New York Jets tomorrow night.
All right.
Go bet, as I know we also promote responsible gambling. Go bet as much as you are comfortable with on the Denver Broncos.
As much as you're comfortable with. That is responsible. I like that. Keegan, what do you got to say?
I mean, it's not fair for Sandy to give out his lock if I can't give out my lock.
Okay, give us a quick NFL lock then.
My lock is easy future for the rest of the season. Seahawks to win their division at plus money. I don't even think I need to explain this bet. It is so locked down. They have the most competitive conference in the division in the NFL by far. But the fact of the matter is they're going to the Super Bowl this year. And the Arizona just lost to the Lions, so they're pretty much out of the running after a loss like that. And I know the Rams lost to the Bills, who are actually a solid team, but they're probably going to the Super Bowl this year, and the fact that you can get them to win a 4-man division at plus money is an easy bet.
All right, I think thank you guys. We can talk about NFL when we sign off, but we're going to wrap up this podcast with an email. We got our first email, and I would like to touch on this because we got this email from maybe we won't show his email. We don't want him to get flooded with the millions of listeners, but from Jacob Logie. Jacob Logie out there says, hello, sir. Please have Cameron Pettick back on the pod. He is smart and won money. So, Jacob, I appreciate you getting in touch, buddy. The only thing is we haven't said Cam Pettick's full name on the pod. We definitely haven't spelled it, and you spelled it correctly 100%, and it is not spelled how it sounds. So this one is a little fishy to me. This seems like possibly a Coach Cam burner account, and he's trying to send in some mail. So Jacob, I'm just sending the invite right now. If you're listening, buddy, answer back my email. I answered you, and I'd love for you to come on the pod and prove that you're a real person. So get in touch with us. And if you do come on the pod, I promise we will have Coach Cam back on. Because you're right, Coach Cam out there, I know I give you a hard time, but you are the only guest who's won money so far. And we will have you on eventually, Coach Cam. So, yeah, I guess that's how we'll sign off. Boys, thanks a lot for coming on the Trifecta. Pleasure as always. Diener, new to the pod. Great to see you again, buddy. And good luck with your bets this week.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks, boys. You guys, good luck, everyone. Thanks for having me.
Good luck, except on your Man United bets.
All right. Signing off. Stay safe out there and have fun on those bets, guys.
Go Burnley.
Peace out. Go Burnley.